On this part here, I'm just checking my mirrors and making sure I don't have anything hanging off, and then away I go. Alright, I turned the background volume down because the camera, it's the body cam, it's mounted on the handlebars. It picks up the wind a lot. What I was going to do is I was going to go to the skydiving place, which is nearby. It's only like 3 miles according to Google Maps, and like 17 minutes by bicycle. So it said that this was the route to take and everything. And I've driven this route before, so it's no big deal. I'm just taking a shortcut here around that. Because school is started and everything. And this is a 20-mile-an-hour school zone coming up. So I kept the bike I kept it like 18 miles an hour. But I go down this road and I'm going to speed this up once I get past the school zone. Just to show you I wasn't speeding in the school zone even with the bike. But I'm going to speed up the video because there's something coming up later on. So I'm heading up to the skydiving place because I want to see the airport. I've never been there. And I also want to see them, if I can see them jumping out of the airplanes. I know they got to land at the airport. They're not driving off to pick them up anywhere. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I pull up in this park here because I'm going to put a light. Even though I've got a headlight on the bike, I was going to attach a light to the handlebar. But I wound up messing it up and dropping the rubber attachment thing right up here. I didn't go back and get it. I kept my flashlight, and I'm coming up to 287, which it's a main road that goes through Ennis, but it also turns into a highway. And this thing said I can take a bicycle that way. Now, my city isn't really set up for pedestrians. If you look right here, there's no sidewalks for anybody to be walking on either side of this. And when they do happen, they only last for a little while, and then they're grass or somebody's yard. So, I mean, there's really no place for pedestrians to go, let alone bicycles. It's pretty much just set up for you've got to have a car. But I get around as much as I can with my bicycle. Alright, now up here I need to make a left. Now actually, the shoulder on this road right here is wider and better than what I was just driving on. But what you got to keep in mind is the difference in speed potential. That's why a lot of the times these e-bikes and stuff are restricted to 35 or 40 miles an hour type of roads maximum speed, is because hang on a second. What I'm trying to say is if you're going 30 miles an hour and the vehicles around you are going 40 miles an hour, the difference in potential and speed is 10 miles an hour. But if you're going on something where the speed limit is 65 miles an hour and you're going 30 miles an hour, there's a 30, it's like getting hit from, if you got hit from a vehicle traveling at speed, if you get hit like going 35 miles an hour faster than you. And that's just one of the hazards. This is a shoulder. This is not really meant to be driven on. So there's all kinds of crap, and I do run into some stuff up here. I'll slow the video down when I run into it. But, yeah, that's another reason why I won't do this again. I'll walk. I'm not a motorcycle. Not a motorcycle. Let's see the rest of it. Come back there and listen to the radio. So this is where the skydive company's plane probably is parked, and where the students or the guests or whatever meet. And then further ahead up is the actual airport itself. Now I could probably park up there, and I'll drive up there to it. But what I wanted to do right here was see if there was any doors open, or if there's anybody, you know, to talk to up here. And all of this is closed. There's nobody hanging out, so I didn't want to be lurking around. So I headed up to just see what the rest of the municipal airport looked like. And there's not much to see. There's a couple airplanes back there, and little Cessnas and Pipers and stuff back here. But I didn't take any pictures. Again, I didn't want to look like I was scoping out an airport for nefarious reasons or whatever. You never know nowadays. So in there and look back around, there's no open doors that hang shut, so you kind of have to make an appointment. The aircraft that they jump out of is probably up in the air right now. Come on. I'm going to continue to drive. So again, I just drive up here, look around. If they were jumping, or if there was a bunch of airplanes taking off, then I would have hung out some more. Especially since I know how difficult it is to get by bike up to this. It's not that far away. It's just that I'm gonna have to walk the bike once I get across the freeway. That's the only safe way, and that's a long walk with a bike. You know, pushing a bike. So see, it says parking right here. You know, I could put my bike here. There's a little, you know, picnic table and everything. You could sit there and watch them take off and land, and if you look up, you could probably see them jump out of the airplane and land somewhere nearby. But by this time, I didn't feel like hanging out or anything, and I just wanted to see how I was going to get back, because that's the other dangerous part of this, was getting back. And I'm not going to show you how I did it, but I'm never going to do it again. And there's no real lawful or legal way to get back this way, unless other than taking my bike and walking it back the same way I came. And I didn't do that, so I'm not confessing to a lot of stuff. I'm just saying aliens picked me up and beamed me back home, and that's how I got back home. Because, yeah, like I said, some things I'll never do again, and one of them was driving across the Lake Bardwell Bridge. I did that once. There's no shoulder. It's too dangerous. Yeah, I did it, but there are a lot of things I'm not gonna do just to say I did it. You know, I can pass on a lot of dangerous things in life nowadays, and I'm lucky to have made it back in one piece, me and my bike and everything else. So don't follow my example on stuff. Don't follow Google Maps. Figure out your route, your safe route home, because that's the most danger you face in life, is a vehicle. Vehicular travel, walking around vehicles, that's when you face the most danger. It's not anything else. That's when you're most likely to suffer severe consequences in life. Yeah, so be safe, everyone. See, you can't go left. You've got to go right. And the speed picks up.